we see what happens to Guru Puja, Aarti, Pranam. That we see. But this is more an internal bhajan. Internal bhajan. We have to see Gurudev, Guru Tattva, a very merciful, unlimited, compassionate Shakti है of Bhagavan. हमारा हालत है कि that we may not be able to even imagine. कितना merciful होता है क्या? I be however I am, whoever I am. इतना merciful होता है. We do not have that yet. We cannot comprehend, and we haven't had that experience yet. But we have to remember, Guru Tattva is that. वो संदिनी शक्ति है. नीताई पद कमला, कोटि चंद्र सुशीतला. वो है. Yeah. This is the truth. A tattva, this is the truth. Whether I'm able to understand or not, agree or not is not a question. It doesn't matter. If an agree sun is bright or not, it doesn't matter. So tattva is like that. Agree or not is an out of question. Whether I can understand it or not, and whether I realize it or not, whether I'm experiencing or not, that yes, that may take time. That will slowly come. But one thing is true. Any Guru Tattva means, Sandhini Shakti means this. Everything that a soul needs comes from Bhagavan. And that channel that comes from Bhagavan to the soul is Sandhini Shakti, is Guru Tattva. Aisa. Mother hai na? Everything that baby needs in the womb comes through the umbilical cord. Everything. The nutrients, the oxygen, everything. वो है संदिनी शक्ति. It's just the tattva. Just that when there is a agitation ऐसा होता है ना, तमोगुण रजोगुण होता है ना, it just gets cloudy like that. But it's okay. We just have to hear the sun is there and it is bright. We have to hear that like that. Sandhini Shakti is there, and Sandhini Shakti is super merciful. Super merciful है and super assuring है. This is what the soul is looking for. Assurance. Soul is looking for a security, assurance. Like a child is looking for mother. No matter however I am, you will not go right. You will not leave me right. ये चाहिए security soul को. बाहर से नहीं मिलता. We don't get it from outside. We have to get this from something eternal. Bhagavan Sandhini Shakti, Guru Tattva. वहाँ से मिलता है. If we are not able to feel it yet, it's just because we are cloudy. But know that there is sun behind the clouds. Know that the Guru Tattva is like that. ऐसा है. So, any bhajan regarding Guru Tattva is that. So, it is our place for solace, shelter, assurance, security, deep, unshakable satisfaction. कुछ भी हो, कैसे भी हो बाहर, no problem, because इतना मिल रहा है अंदर. Every soul is looking for this. Yeah, and when a soul is so deeply satisfied like that, empowerment is a byproduct. It just flows. मैं ये करना है, वो करना है, जरूरत नहीं. When the milk is boiling inside, it's gonna overflow. ऐसा है. So in bhakti, our prayer, our direction, our effort should be in that direction actually. The direction बदलना है, बाहर का नहीं है, ये सब अंदर का है. See, like now, we all got together here. But what it took for us to get here, only we know. है ना? What happened until late we are there and घर में क्या क्या हो रहा है, only we know. Okay, that's how it's going to be. When Ganga is flowing and make its way, when it's making its way, let it make its way. It's not that I will place the bricks and I'll ask Ganga to flow. ऐसे नहीं होता है. So this is inside out. The sooner we get to inside out, the sooner we will feel assured. Experiential हो जाता है, assured होता है. When we get that feeling of assurance inside, oh यार ये पक्का हो जाएगा. When we get that assurance inside, this is a package deal है. Assurance, solace, satisfaction, confidence, a package deal है. So it just happens together. When that is happening inside, we don't really have to artificially try for anything outside. They will happen. This, we are able to hear this and you are able to understand because we are in the same Sangha for years. And if somebody is coming, joining new like that, like yesterday gathering, hai, most of us are Sangha, but few devotees are, they're just coming for new. For them, they're liking it. They see like this is a different take. ये तो अर्ध प्रवृत्ति का बात है. So they get it. They get a hang of ये है, but it may take time for them to be on the same page as we all are. This is Krama Shruti Shravana Dasa. What's happening here is Krama Shruti Shravana Dasa. When those devotees came in there, or any one of us, when we hear a little bit here, little bit there, everything is about bhakti. Oh, Krama Hina Shravana Dasa. It is all good, but flow. ऐसा होता है. Krama Shruti Shravana Dasa happens. Ganga wants to flow. It will make its way. We should let that happen. ऐसा. So anywhere it is, for any devotee, this is just the tattva. Anywhere, any devotee, but क्या होता है कि Paramatma is inside, Krishna is inside, he is a Chaitya Guru, he makes the arrangements outside. And itna, if the same thing that we are hearing now, if it is said in a bigger setting, it could be understood differently by different devotees. It could just be understood because of whatever they are thinking inside, whatever their understanding of bhakti is inside so far, aisa, and based on what they want inside. These two. From the hearers, what is their understanding of bhakti up until then? Up until then. If they've been hearing, you have to do. Only through doing outside, you will make it. Something like that. It is not wrong. When we hear that kind of katha, it is not wrong. Because when the devotees are coming in new, they will get into tamoguna if they are not inspired to do something. So if there is a place for it, oh hona hai, it will be there. For the house, there is a place for fence. And then comes, wall. And then comes the rooms. And then comes the sanctum sanctorium, the puja. There's a place for everything. Not that something is right or wrong. Where are we at in our journey inside? That we should know. Where are we at? That's one thing. Second thing is, fence is there. Okay? Fence, really fence. And then grass hai. And then the structure, house, external house hota hai na? Yeah, the structure hota hai. And then there is, the living room is there. The only, living room hai na, guests, they just stay there and then they go, And after that is the family room hai. There is, those who are close, they come and sit there, right? And they're really close and we are cooking, they don't sit there, they just come and cook with us. Oh hai, right? Aisa. So these are different. When we hear the katha, they have their place, no right or wrong. Which katha am I sinking into? What is it that I'm naturally attracted to? For somebody who is coming in, just coming in, they get more related to come, fence, aisa. It takes a lot for them to relate to aja. If you are coming into the family room, means you are sharing my responsibilities too. You are sharing what I am going through too. Are you ready to share what I am going through? Oh hai. And they may not be. They are just here like, okay, yeah, how are you? Is there something that I can? I'm hungry, can you give me something? Oh, say yes. ठीक है. I need salt and pepper, you need salt and pepper, let's exchange, okay, हो गया. वो offense का है, ऐसा. So bhakti is like that, especially in institutional setting. वो है. In the traditional setting है ना, when guru is there and the disciple is there, the guru, this is an inner track. Depending on what a Sishya is inside, the Guru will do the Upadesha accordingly, give the Seva accordingly, for the benefit of the Sishya. And the Sishya has that faith in the Guru. Then that's superb. इसलिए enlightenment ऐसा हो जाता था. Institutional setting is like this. It is very wonderful that mercy is being distributed in such a huge scale, large scale. नहीं तो क्या होगा कलयुगा में? Everybody will be in just modes. So wonderful mercy hai, just that we have to see, where am I in this journey? We have to see also happens naturally. When we hear different kathas like this, there is some katha that attracts us more. Ye hai, naturally. So that katha, any devotee anywhere in ISKCON, in institution, they just have to follow there. They have to just be there. For Krama, Shuddhi, they just have to be there. And continue to hear there, anywhere. This is just journey of the soul. Kramahina is checking out. Aisa. They don't have the faith yet to be Krama Shuddhi. So their faith is not strong yet. And they may thinking, I may be getting something from there. Because they haven't, the faith is not strong yet, they're still in a very curious mode. Curious and no faith strong yet, knowledge collect karna aisa. It's just natural when we are beginning. If that is the case, if that's what we are feeling like, that's what we need, that should happen. This a Kramahina Sravana dasa, Krama Shuddhi Sravana dasa. So this is, we are hearing about Sravana dasa. You know? Kramahina Sravana dasa, Krama Shuddhi Sravana dasa is not something that can happen forcefully. Aisa. You give inspiration, you pull करने की ज़रूरत नहीं, no pulling. Mango has to ripen nicely, ऐसा. We just have to know, okay, ये क्रमहीन श्रवण दशा. It means I'm just curious and I want to get the answers. Here and there I want to get the answers. That's how I'm feeling happy now. You continue that. But internally, as the time goes on, you will naturally feel like, yeah, enough of information gathering. You know when that happens? When a Kramahina Shravana Dasa, when a devotee in Kramahina Shravana Dasa looks at a Krama Shuddha Shravana Dasa devotee, it's just apparent. कुछ करने का नहीं, बोलने का नहीं. We don't even have to tell anybody. Because there is something that a Krama Shuddha Shravana Dasa devotee carries within. It's not that if you do something outside, if you do this service, if you do deity worship deity worship is big. And if you do Sankirtan, because Sankirtan is Yuga Dharma, if you do this, then you are advanced. SNA. Even if you are mopping the floor, yeah? And if you are talking to a stranger too, not a devotee yet, talking to a stranger, there is something that a Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa devotee is carrying within. Our bhakti should head in that direction. So, a external baat nahi. Devotee is a devotee inside the japa, outside the japa, in the temple, on the street, to a devotee or a stranger. We should head in that direction. E bhago. If you do this, and this is devotion. Nay. Yeah, this and this is only to keep you with the devotees. Only to keep you with the devotees, so we can hear about Krishna. So we can hear about Nama. So this is good. But what is the purpose of this? To get to that internally, to carry that Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa. So, we are here. This is simply a battery down. This one. Yeah. This is a. Now you know. I don't have to say. We are here now, regardless of whatever is happening in the life, when did we rest? Did we get enough rest? Did we get to go to sleep? What was happening at home? ये सब हमको मालूम है. Yeah? Despite all that. Yeah, thank you. Despite all that, we are here. And we are here not forcefully. Definitely not forcefully. We are here not formally. Not formally. हो रहा है ना? What? How will it look if I don't go there? नहीं. This Krama Shuddhi is not about that. How will I look if I don't get there? वो तो formal है. And forceful is you should come. And if you don't come, that is not so good. Forceful package deal of guilt. वो भी नहीं. We are here not because of force or guilt. We are here not because it's formality. Our Ganga was flowing and it made its way. So now you know. Now you all know. If you are in Kramahina Shravana Dasa, or if you are heading to Brahma Shuddhi Shravana Dasa, you know it. Bhakti is experiential. ये है. For every devotee in ISKCON, I'm saying ISKCON because Prabhupada family, our dear Savior है ना. Every devotee should know this and should head in that direction, in this direction. This is the Tattva by Jiva Goswami in Tattva Sandarbha. And you see in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Sankirtan happened. When the Sankirtan happened, it happened on the streets. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu and associates, they were dancing on the street. And everybody else also joined. So that is a public platform speech. Katha hai. Wahan. There is a place for that. It will be there. There will be Sankirtan and dancing on the streets also. Dakshin Deshi Yatra hua, Vrindavan Yatra hua, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He sings on the street also. There is mercy flowing. That's where the first mercy is. But what Gauranga Mahaprabhu speaks and feels in Gambhira is only in Gambhira. The place of Gambhira is different. There is no right or wrong here. Yeah? So it's just a natural institution. Hai? Institution meaning mercy. It's a big mercy box. And it's very natural that, like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, say when Mahaprabhu is on the street, there are all floods of devotees. That is one mood. Yeah? Honoring all the devotees as a. And then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and then after he gives darshan to everybody, and then everybody, how do they feel when Gauranga comes for darshan? And when Gauranga says, Hari, Hari, everybody, they go crazy. They jump up and down. They've been waiting for darshan of Gaurachandra. And then Gaurachandra comes out and says, Bolo, Hari, 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 Hari. And then devotees, they flow. Hari, Hari, Hari. Oh, hey. That is. I'm just thinking how electrical they would have felt. Gaurachandra darshan, and he just comes out and says only this. Bolo, Hari, 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 Hari. Everybody, when the sun rises and all of a sudden, ऐसा है कि sun generally rises like that and we see, right? Imagine like this, blindfolded, huh? And we haven't seen anything for a very long time. And I'm hungry and I'm thirsty and my legs are hurting and I'm standing. And then somebody removes this blindfold and says, here is the sun. Sun, Hari, Hari, ऐसा होता है ना? You're not like waiting for the sun, eyes open, when the sunrise कहाँ हो रहा है? Time, नहीं, Gaura's darshan is like that. that is just minimal है, वो minimal है. This is why everybody who saw Gaurachandra, they got Krishna Prema. So that is a general mercy that was flowing there. But when after the darshan is over, when Gaurachandra just goes inside, this, when he is about to go to South India Yatra, Gaurachandra, he gives this darshan, and it's time now to head alone by himself to South India Yatra. So Gaurachandra gives darshan, he goes inside. This is at Allal Nadha. At that place they stopped. So and then when the curtains closed, then it is only Gaurachandra and few of intimate associates there now. Curtains closed. Only few intimate associates there. Maybe 10, 15 like that. So that is next level. It's very natural. Mercy that is flowing, and there are clusters of condensed mercy. Very natural. Very natural. Actually, I didn't know that it was like this. In the beginning, when I came to ISKCON, I was only seeing this. And I was trying to understand what is this setup. Kya ho raha hai? Sripad Madhavananda Prabhu. Through the katha there, Srimad Gaur Govinda Maharaj, Sripad Madhavananda Prabhu. Through his katha, I understood the whole setup of, institutional setup aisa hota hai. Natural flow aisa hota hai. Like that. That brought a lot of peace in me. Then I wasn't trying to run around to fit in anywhere. I just wanted everything to just go flow naturally, aisa. So I have to thank you, Prabhu. So aisa, it's just natural. And there's a big congregation. It's just natural that, wherever the devotees naturally feel, they would like to hear certain kind of katha like that. It's just natural. Aisa. And that is Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa. Wherever they are hearing, they just continue. Then it becomes Krama Shuddhi. Aisa hota hai. So it's just natural, that's what I'm saying. So mercy is huge like this, and it's just natural. In this way, Kramahina, from here and here and there and here and there, here and there, to Krama Shuddhi ho jata hai. A soul has to be ready for this though. When the curiosity settles down, when the faith increases, only then Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa will come. Otherwise, what the soul will feel? I know I'm hearing here, but maybe there is something else going on in there. Maybe what if I'm missing there? YouTube channel, YouTube channel, YouTube. It is just, there is not a strong faith yet. When there is strong faith, no, I don't have to go anywhere. Whatever I have to get, I will get it here. That naturally happens. Then we don't get pulled ki wahan kya ho raha hai, aisa kya ho raha hai. Let me go to that channel, this channel. Nahi hoga. So it means then we are heading from Kramahina to Krama Shuddhi. Aisa. Naturally. This is mango ripening. Naturally. Aisa. Why all this? Because we are in the Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa, this is the kind of katha that is flowing. Last night you saw it. This katha cannot happen last night. And I will not be able to see these eager faces like this. Because the faith, the level of faith is different there. The level of willingness, dedication, all that is different, in a bigger crowd with a different ideas about bhakti. Let me put it that way. Actually, I think I should put it that way. The most thing is different ideas of bhakti. Because when one thinks this is bhakti, again Krishna is there. He will arrange that they hear the tattva also. But in any case, so this is Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa. This, in Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa only, all these bhajans are there. When we know this is all about the internal journey. When a bhajan is happening, when a acharya is speaking, flowing his heart, we have to switch the gears. ये सब internal का है. ऐसा. Switch the gears internal का माने यहाँ है एक switch. Turn it off. This is not your place. Chatterbox. Turn it off. Because this mind and the decisions based on what I like and don't like, I like this, so you do it, is the intelligence. Mind says, I like it. Intelligence says, you do it. ये कौन सा है, क्या है system, corrupted. So that, turn it off. Yeah? यहाँ के turn it off. When we are hearing from the bhajan. That's how only then the internal journey happens. ऐसा. So Guru Tattva. As that happens, one is bound to feel. Krama Shuddhi में ऐसा. Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa is equal to increased faith. Increased faith. Increased faith, not general faith. General faith तो friends में भी होता है. They have faith in bhakti. They are following 4 regulative principles. Everybody in ISKCON is following 4 regulative principles. Everybody is hearing katha. Some katha or other. Some or other, 24/7 they are hearing. They are doing some service. This service or that service. There is nobody in ISKCON, no devotee in ISKCON that is not hearing katha and not doing service and not chanting 16 rounds. Nobody. Then why is the Gadi not moving ahead? It's Kramahina Shravana Dasa. They're doing something, this or other. There is no Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. This service or that service. This katha or that katha. This devotee or that devotee. It is all good, bhakti, but no Vyavasayatmika Buddhi yet. So that is Kramahina Shravana Dasa. Krama Shuddhi happens when that Kramahina Shravana Dasa devotee sees a devotee with Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa. That devotee is grave. There is gravity in that Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa devotee. There is gravity within. You cannot deny somebody who has gravity. You cannot shun it off. Mind may say this, that, but deep within, like, kuch ho hai. There is something. That is Krama Shuddhi Shravana Dasa. Oh, gravity hona chahiye. So Krama Shuddhi, there, in Krama Shuddhi, they are not just doing this thing or that thing throughout the day. No. They are clear about what they need to do. They are clear about their seva. Do mani seva hai na? External seva. Yeah. So they are clear ki what they have to do outside. And they are clear about what they need to hear and they want to hear. Yahan hai difference. What is it that I have to hear? What is it that I need to hear? Yeah. So the seva that they do and the katha that they hear, this too, the bhajan also goes proportionately. So the aparadha is coming down. The bhajan is going from aparadha towards the abhasa. We don't have to try anything separately outside. I have to be compassionate. I have to be tolerant. I have to do this. No checklist ki zarurat nahi. We don't need that. I have to do this. Just direction badalna. Instead of direction putting outside and do the checklist, direction badlo. Andar. Let it go inside. Don't look at others outside if they are changing the direction or not. I want them also to change the direction. This is generally when we are in a family setting. We think we can do things. Our compassion is like Arjuna's compassion. No killing, please. No killing, my friend. Really? Krishna? So, when they say change in us, hum log direction badalna hai. Let them be in whatever direction they need to be. They are also souls. A pressure se nahi hoga. A inspiration se hoga. Mane, we have to change our direction inside. And when there is gravity within us, that faith in us, there will automatically be external symptoms. Ki a tolerance hai, and patience, yeah, kindness, help, yeah, hai na? Automatically ho jayega. Because we have changed the direction. Aisa. Then whoever you are thinking they should also change the direction nicely, it will be nice if then only they will change the direction. Then only, dear devotees, अगर मैं तड़पाते तो I have to fix myself. My tadpana should make me internally fixed, internally grounded. तड़पना होता है. It means I have to get grounded internally. इतना gravity होना है, इतना faith होना है, इतना harmony होना है कि देख के हम लोग कुछ भी बोलने के नहीं. Say nothing. They have to ask us. मैं क्या करना है अब? बोलना please. Wait until then. Wait until then. Otherwise, you say. It's no good. No good for them, no good for... It's say. When they are not ready, you are pushing them away. Pushing them away. Whoever it might be. Children or spouse or whoever, parents, whoever. ये बंद करना है. This is pushing them away. If this is not working out, cry, please come. Why will they come? Just for our satisfaction. एक बार अब बेचारा रो रहे हैं. Amma is feeling sad. I know. Amma is not making me feel guilty, but she is so sad if I don't come there. Nay, stop the games. Blackmailing. In the sense, desire is good, that they have to do it. But how can that come true? When I get grounded, they have to see that the mango is sweet and ripe and aisa. Then they will come. Aisa. No guilt, no pressure. Especially spouses and parents. Because we are naturally ki, we wish that they also get it. Desire अच्छा है, लेकिन होना कैसा होता है? ऐसा होता है. So, no crying and pulling them. And no making them feeling guilty. Yeah? And ऐसा अंदर से इतना तड़पाने की नहीं. We are not the doers. Excuse me, dear devotees, if we haven't realized that yet. मन में दिगिरा ले दिक्कड़ की. In the sense, we are not avatars descended here. That we can do the things for others. पहले देखो, you get grounded first. If there is anything that can be done, it's just inside. That's one thing. Actually, there is no specific effort needed to do anything outside. As much as we get grounded inside, so much it will reflect outside. That's called empowerment, by the way. But empowerment होता है ना, ये word ऐसा होता है कि I want to get empowered. That's why I'm not using it that much. वो हो जाएगा. The milk will flow. ऐसा. So ये सब क्या? Guru Tattva. Yeah. So Guru Tattva is all about internal. Krama, Shuddhi, Sravana, Dasa. We have heard a lot. Even for me to summarize, किस direction में क्या summarize करूँ? Everything is covered है ना? Yeah. But yeah, one thing we have to say is direction बदलना है. Internal. If we have to say just two words from what we have heard so far, Bhakti, direction has to be internal. Krama, Shuddhi. That is our immediate need hai. Aisa. Yeah? And if we are not feeling that yet, no, I feel like I need to go on to that channel also, and I want to hear. And that channel also, because I get inspired. In that particular way, I get inspiration from there. And in this particular way, I'll get it this way. वो भी होता है. Those stages also will be there. If you're naturally feeling like that, okay, fine, you do it. Fine, you do it. But a time will come where you'll be like, everything from all directions, I will get it from here. It will naturally come. Okay? And so all these things simultaneously happen. Getting grounded, Krama, Shuddhi, Sravana, Dasa, everything. So, yeah, because Krama, Shuddhi, Sravana, Dasa is happening, that's why this katha came out. This katha came out. So you all know. Shailesh Sravan Prabhu, you were asking, right, yesterday? Mataji, I wanted to know, where am I in Bhakti journey? Yeah. So Bhakti journey is this, Prabhu. First thing is Shravana Dasa. Shravana is hearing. In that first stage, The beginner stage is Kramahina Shravana dasa. Is you hear anything and everything, some hearing is going on. But here and there, I mean, anything is fine. Any hearing is fine. Kramahina Shravana dasa. There is no sequence. Yeah, like that. Any seva is fine, any hearing is fine, any devotee is fine, like that. Initial stage of bhakti. That is Kramahina Shravana dasa. Then that will slowly move to naturally, these are all naturally. Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa. When one feels like enough of this hearing 24/7, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Bago hore, and hearing, I don't feel like anything is happening with me inside. Then the devotee naturally focus on, gets attracted to some kind of katha, a source of katha that is bringing the change from within. Let's just put it that way, a source of katha. It doesn't have to be like in person here too, because I see offline bhi ho raha hai. So a source of katha. And so that will naturally pull the devotee to Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa. So this is our next thing, Prabhu. Immediate thing is, am I moving from Kramahina Shravana dasa to Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa? This is just in Shravana dasa, first stage of bhakti. Yeah? This will reflect in everything. This is the start of flow of Ganga. No more bricks placing. I will place the brick and I'll ask the Ganga flow here. Oh, Kramahina hai. I want the Ganga within to flow. Start of flow. It means the katha hearing also will be like that. It means we know what we want to. What katha? What exactly in bhakti that I am looking for? What change that I am looking for it in? And accordingly, the external things will be chosen. It is natural. Depending upon what we feel inside, we chose externally accordingly. ऐसा होता है. So, the hearing and the seva and the bhajan, Hari bhajan, will get more steadier in Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa. This is getting to the stage of Nishta. Dear devotees, biggest, greatest joyful news is it doesn't have to do with how many years of initiation. For how long have you been doing this bhakti? It doesn't have to do with that. Not the number of years. Yeah, doesn't have to do. Which service are you doing? Doesn't have to do with that. If an instruction is coming from Gurudev that you have to mop the temple room floor every day, that can take us back home, back to Godhead. Like that. So not exactly which seva also. And how much seva you, nothing external. Yeah. So a Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa is more to do internal. The soul is really serious. I want Bhagavan. I want to get to the Smarana dasa. Yeah. I want to head towards Krishna Prema. When the soul is eager for that, they will quickly. How quickly? Within weeks. In Sri Harinam Chintamani, when Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, within days, he was saying, Thakura was saying, within days the Nama will reveal the Rupa Guna Leela. It is not an Atisayokti. It is not an exaggeration. If a new devotee coming into Bhakti can get to Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa within weeks, why will not the bhajan nama will reveal Rupa Guna Leela within days when somebody has to already gone to the Smarana dasa? That's Smarana dasa. If this can happen in the peripheral Shravana dasa, why would not it happen in the Smarana dasa? So everything that is said by the Acharyas, the glory of the holy name Rupa Guna Leela, is possible. If Kramahina to Krama Shuddhi is possible for us, the sadhakas, within weeks, and we see that happening around, why will that not be possible? Aisa. Yeah, this is how the faith grows. So, Kramahina to Krama Shuddhi. Okay. So, in Krama Shuddhi, we clearly know what we are looking for. So, external choices and external services and hearing will be accordingly. Okay? That's Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa. That is the next step, Prabhu. Sharla Shri Ram Prabhu. That's the
Shuddhi is not still clear, Mataji. What to do?
What to do? What to do? The to answer is doing is three things, Prabhu. Anywhere throughout the bhakti. How do you chant? What seva do you do? What katha you hear? These are the three doings. है ना? So we should hear that kind of katha where it takes us to krama shuddhi. Shuddhi means sequence, means continuity. So you hear the same kind of katha that is helping you internally regularly. That is krama shuddhi, hearing. The online devotees who've been, just because they've been hearing regularly, got initiated like 3 years ago. 3 years ago only. Online hai. Haven't even met them personally, me. But the source that they are hearing, it already brought them from Kramahina to Kramashuddhi. I see it. We all see it. So Kramashuddhi, hearing, Prabhu. Hearing so much like a day and night, because this is our laulyam from within. That hearing will take care of the seva, will take care of the bhajan. So what is it that I should do to answer that question? Hear. Hear day and night. Because that is the fuel here. See, Mataji is recording here. Kyunki the devotees offline hai na, they don't want to miss a word. Because they are in that, their fuel is that. So whatever is coming, this is how the transition from Kramahina to Shuddhi is going. They don't want to miss a word because they're looking for something. They're looking for something here and it could be anywhere here. That's why like that. So the soul is actively now, laulyam is there, right? So actively, willingly, joyfully is looking for something. So again, to answer your question, that all happens in the katha, and katha. Shri Srimad Gaur Govinda Maharaj Swami ki jai. I didn't have this clarity before. Just Shravanam. That Shravanam can bring. Just Shravanam. Maharaj emphasizes this. What seva are you going to do when you don't hear what is seva? Sit and hear. I didn't know Shravanam has this. This is a game changer in bhakti. I didn't know that unless Maharaj was emphasizing that. Maharaj just speaks about Shravanam. He speaks about so much about Shravanam that it is very implied that the bhajan will happen depending on Shravanam. And the seva will happen depending on Shravanam. So इसीलिए मैं बोल रही हूँ. What is it that I should do, Mataji, to come to Kramashuddhi Shravana dasa? Shravanam, day and night. Day and night. And the bhajan, we don't have to worry. Hare Krishna Mahamantra will naturally. We don't even have to see what aparadha am I doing. Do I have to focus now? I have to start focusing on this mantra. This sab ki zarurat nahi. My life savior, my soul savior is again the katha there. I'm praying that everybody, what is my prayer in front of the causeless mercy of the Bhagavatas? It will flow. But bhajan, techniques kya hai? How do I do japa? And attending these courses, that courses, travel that long japa. Sabki zarurat nahi hai. Because it will automatically happen. Based on the Shravanam. When there is Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa, japa Shuddhi ho jayega. Yeah? And then, whatever seva. In this stage, what happens is, generally in this stage, the sevas, by this time again, not much of external discussion is needed. Ki main ye seva karu, ya this karu. How much do I do that? How can I adjust this seva to this seva? What will that devotee think if I don't do that seva? What will this devotee think if I don't do this seva? Ye hai na, a peripheral thinking hai. Very confused state hai. Confused. It's a very sticky situation. We don't even have to go to that sticky situation. When it gets internally cleared, very proportionately the clarity is given outside. It's just like you open the eyes, you see it. Aisa bhi seva bhi, you open it, you clearly see kya karna hai, कितना करना है, स्ट्रगल नहीं होता है. दिस इज भक्ति इनसाइड आउट. देयर वाज अ डिस्कशन लास्ट नाइट कि, but I couldn't bring up this discussion yesterday, last night, because when the devotees are not ready for this, Katha actually will not come out anyway when they're not ready. So then the answers also will be like that only. You were there yesterday. And the answer is like, you just see, Mataji. You see. Whatever you can do, you do it. Yeah? You please take care of your health. Yeah? You please take care of your health. And whatever service you can do, you do it. ऐसा ही होता है answer. Because they can only do that. Internally, they're not ready. But when a devotee is internally ready, we see the shift. Then the answer also will change. Like we saw, right? Mataji came in. I gave this answer to Mataji. One of the Matajis came and she said, Mataji, she was asking question and I gave a general answer. Mataji, you just, you're doing whatever seva you're doing, you just do whatever seva you can. And you keep chanting 16 rounds, Mataji, just be in the devotee association. Yes. Mataji was not, she's still like, Mataji, I still want to. And Mataji was saying, and she came to a point like, I do not know what to do. Based on what I'm hearing now, I think I need guidance. I want to do exactly what you are saying. These are the words of Mataji. It just reflects the readiness of the soul. Within that time, that Kramahina, though I was saying Kramahina, okay, you do this, the soul was already ready, eager hai. So this is how we know Kramahina say that soul is ready for Kramashuddhi. And then, if that devotee comes in here, and if we send this recording to that devotee, because she is ready like a sponge now, everything that is being said will just go into her. And we don't have to, a question and answer ki zarurat bhi nahi hai. And a peripheral bath, a peripheral ye kya hai, sort out karna, she's past that stage. She's past that stage. Just with that, in that moment, we can see whoever that devotee may be. Though I'm saying aisa, she was not settled, and we see that eagerness, we see that submission. Ho gaya Kramashuddhi wahan pe. So Krishna will arrange accordingly. It just happened last night with her during the Katha. There are many devotees. It is happening with many souls somewhere, and Krishna will arrange that for them. Aisa. So Kramashuddhi. This, what do I do? Shravanam, 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 and Shravanam, and Shravanam, and Shravanam, and Shravanam, and Shravanam. Why like that? Because the bhajan is happening, the seva is happening when we do that. Answer the Katha. This is the same thing. This is the Shravanam that takes us to the next stage of Varana dasa. I'm not saying the seva will take us. Seva will happen. And now I can say, I'm not saying that the nama will take us. You see, this I can say now. But if I just send it as a message, then the devotees will get confused. When holy name is everything, then what is this? It's difficult for them to put it together. So when the messages come out in some settings, it is only for that setting. Like that. In this setting, now the clarification is given. Esa. And this is happening with all of us because there is Kramashuddhi Shravana Dasa. If it was Kramahina, if you were last night there, but if you are not here now, wo Kramahina ho gaya. You have missed this piece. So in Kramashuddhi, we don't want to miss a piece. That's the point. Yeah. And I'm sure when all these messages, when the recordings are posted, whoever is following online, they will hear everything. And they will get the benefit because they are doing Kramashuddhi there. Aisa. This is just Tattva. Soul to Bhagavan through Sandhini Shakti. That's it. Who is there in the Sandhini Shakti? Whoever. I mean, any pipeline, whoever. But it's a Tattva. Aisa. Okay? So, Kramashuddhi Shravana Dasa. So, it is only the Shravanam that will take us to the Varana Dasa.
Smarana in between.
No. After Varana.
Oh, after Varan.
After Varana is Smarana. You know what Varana means? Charlie Shivran Prabhu. When we hear so much and so much all the time, not missing a piece. I think we should say this, yeah. We don't want to miss a piece. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to put it together. Sequence, Shuddhi, Krama Shuddhi is sequence. You are not missing a piece. Aisa. Then, when we are not missing a piece like that and is following like that, without any separate effort, kuch karne ke nahi, it is naturally taking us to Varana dasa. The mind is naturally ripening. Aisa. Varana dasa means is this. Itna Sravan ho raha hai. There is within us the deeper relationship with Sandhini Shakti is happening. Is so much happening that you feel it. And you are already feeling assured. You don't need any messages from outside. You should feel assured. It will happen. Aise nahi. You are already feeling assured. You will feel like ye ho jayega. I feel like I'm borrowing somebody's dialogues. Somebody's words. Yeah. So when somebody is already feeling assured, and they feel like, I don't know how far this has to go. I don't know where I am, but I'm already feeling assured that this will happen. And if their faith is so deep and big, they may say, I feel like this will happen, jaldi se hi ho jayega. Not even in this lifetime. You hear that these are the possibilities? Jaldi se hi ho jayega. In a general setting, when there is a Q&A, we even hesitate to ask, can this happen in a lifetime when we look around? Is this question okay? In a lifetime? Krishna Prema, wahan hai, main ek dwar hoon. Am I suitable to even ask that question? Aisa hota hai. That is in a general setting. But when a devotee is feeling within, yeah, ye to ho jayega. That is pratyaksha-avagamam dharmyam. That's when Maharaj's response, His Holiness Haldar Maharaj was there in that, when we asked this question. Actually, one question was, can a sadhaka even think of that stage of bhava? That was actually that devotee was asking about bhava. A sadhaka, can a sadhaka even think of that stage of bhava? What would I realize the soul answer? बस तब वो expression में ही मुझे answer मिल गई. Even before Mara said anything, I'm like, because what we think about bhakti is different. But when they just look at us, then we know. Just looking at us, क्या पूछा आपने? That just a glance like that, the whole answer is there. कुछ बोलने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं. ऐसा? So, yeah, the answer is yes. But yes is like, yes is a question. That kind of answer. Yes is a big time yes, but is this a question to be? Of course it will. That kind of yes. Yeah, Hannah? Okay, the answer is yes. But the next question is, okay, stage up. But can this happen in this lifetime? That's the next question. And one more glance like that. But that glance was also enough. Mane, this is also not a question at all. So it happens. But the answer was, what Maharaj said was, lifetime. That was the question. Huh? Can this happen in this lifetime? Merciful glance of a devotee. One glance, one merciful glance of a devotee is enough. Enough for that to happen. माने ये lifetime की बात नहीं है क्या? यो agenda और years, months की बात नहीं है क्या? One merciful glance of a Bhagavata. Dear devotees, that answer that came from Maharaj, it does hold good to each one of us. to each one of us depends upon how we are hearing that from that realized soul. What is our understanding? Answer एक ही है. But how much of that answer can we receive depends upon how willing I am within. How willing I am within. How much am I seeing that it is already happening? कभी है न कृपा लभिया ये जाना कृतार्थ होइबे ना था
कभी नो कृपा लबिया ये जाना कृतार्थ हो के नाता
शक्ति बुद्धिहीना अमियाते दीना कर्मोरे आत्मसाता
शक्ति बुद्धिहीना हामी अति दीना कुर्मोरे आत्मसाता.
Whatever we heard so far is through Sandhini Shakti that has filled all of our hearts and souls, which is already happening with us. ढूंढने का नहीं, यहाँ वहाँ देखने का है. What we are experiencing is Sandhini Shakti. Is it not healing us? Is it not taking care of us? Is it not giving us all that we need inside? To that Sandhini Shakti. Yogyata vichare kichu nahi paaye tomara karuna sara.
विचारे किछु नहीं पाए तुम्हारा करुणा सारा.
करुणा न होइले खंडिया खंडिया प्राणा न रखिबो आरा.
होइले खंडिया खंडिया प्राणा न रखिबो आरा.
करुणा न होइले खंडिया खंडिया प्राणा न रखिबो आरा.
करुणा न होइले खंडिया खंडिया प्राणा न रखिबो आरा.
योग्य विचारे किछु नहीं पाए हो, है ना? That is already, that's Varana dasa. Varana dasa. Actually, Varana dasa is Sakala Sammana Korite Shakati Dehonata Jata Jata. Varana dasa means acceptance. You are mine. All in all, I belong to you. या कंफ्यूजन नहीं होता है. I belong to you is Varana dasa. Yeah? Sakala Sammana Korito Shakati. This is beyond Sammana Korito Shakati actually. That is Varana dasa. Yeah? And then this is after Shravana Shuddhi. This is all internal stages, Prabhu. We'll get to them. Yeah? That's Varana dasa. Again, what is it that takes us from Krama Shuddhi Shravana dasa to Varana dasa? Shravana and 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 Shri Gaur Govinda Maharaj Swami ki jai. one cannot get to Varana dasa without this. So Shravanam should be like that. So in that state, it is not mechanical anymore. It's not peripheral bhakti anymore. Yeah? It's not peripheral bhakti anymore. Varana dasa is a stage of raga bhakti. And again, when we hear raga bhakti, let's not please get into this calculation of, oh, I just got initiated last year. Not even last year. SNA. That's not the matter of when you got initiated. Thank you. So, it's not about when you got initiated. It's nothing external. It doesn't take too long to get into raga bhakti. Kindly allow me to say that. Yeah? It doesn't take too long. It all depends upon
Shravanam.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Kramashuddhi is the start of the raga. Otherwise, there will not be Kramashuddhi. You see, the Ganga is starting to flow. Unless there is start of raga, how can Ganga flow? Kya ho raha hai, ma'am?
I want to be after Mataji said that. Sorry.
So, Kramashuddhi. So, that's, you know, when generally public platform katha, what to speak of public platform? Just compare like yesterday's gathering today. That was not a big crowd yesterday, devotee gathering. It was not very big. It's just moderate. Even then these topics will not come out. Yeah. So, these are the deeper topics that they come only when there is like-minded. And Rupa Goswami says that, right? Sanskrit. Yeah, like-minded one. Those three things are there. Yeah. But one wonderful thing is, this is happening in ISKCON. There are clusters. There are clusters where deep nourishment is happening. It is happening. Just that whoever is, when we're in a commotion bhakti, they will not be able to see or hear because they are really stuck there. But Krishna's arrangement, Srila Prabhupada's arrangement is like that, who is naturally, when the soul is ready for this, these are happening in the clusters. They happen in clusters. The same devotees, when we meet in a different setting, it will be different. But these things, they happen in the cluster. So, yeah, Varana dasa. That is Varana dasa. So, Sakala Sammana Korito Shokati. It's like what? You are my all in all. Like that. Varana dasa. Mataji is like, of course, yeah. So, that is Varana dasa. And next, that one is after Varana.
What is Varana dasa?
Varana dasa is accepting that a pure devotee, okay, a specific channel of mercy. ISKCON means specific channel of mercy. We have our Gurudevas and different Vaishnavas, the like-minded clusters. So that's just a channel of mercy. But there is a Bhagavata who is a Premi Bhakta, he is the source of that. Yeah? For all of us, it's Srila Prabhupada. And whoever is carrying Srila Prabhupada in their heart, Srila Prabhupada and Krishna in their heart, they are the source of mercy. And it can be, for each one of us, it may be a different personality. Srila Prabhupada, Pakka, because we are all in Prabhupada family. And Srila Prabhupada, the disciple, whoever is carrying Srila Prabhupada in their heart, Srila Prabhupada and Krishna in their heart, they are the one. Okay? They are the one occupying our heart. So, to that personality who is carrying Srila Prabhupada and Krishna in their heart, to that personality, there is such a deeper connection and feeling that I belong to you. So when there is japa, when there is shravanam, any bhakti emotions that are coming, yeah, that strengthens the bond to that Shri Guru Bhagavata inside. It may take a little time to understand, because it's only a second time you are hearing. It's actually almost first time that you are hearing. Yeah, it will take time to understand it. But whatever we can understand gradually, because Krama Shuddhi, that's the purpose. When you sequentially hear without missing anything, then you will be able to understand the depth of whatever is being said. The same thing, when you are following Krama Shuddhi Dasa, hear every bit of it every day, day and night like that. Within 1 week, whatever our conversation is now, you will be able to understand that better. As out there. So that is Varana Dasa. Varana Dasa means an acceptance stage. Means I belong to you. Whoever is that Bhagavata inside. And whatever the channel of mercy that is there, that is giving us that Bhagavata, I am sold out to you. That is the feeling that we get inside. So we want to hear from there only, because we see that our internal transformation is happening there. So that specificity, that I want to hear this, I want to have this channel of mercy, I want to hear from this, that specifically I want only this. Yeah, that is Varana Dasa Prabhu. It sounds very similar to Krama Shuddhi, but at this stage that's all we may be able to understand. For those who can understand, so this personality that is occupying our heart, yeah, Tavai Vasmi, that Tavai Vasmi is Varana stage. Tavai Vasmi. No confusion, no if and but. Then that time, the bhakti, Ahar Nisha, it just goes on, because it is internal. It is internal. That is Varana Dasa. Yeah? Varana Dasa is acceptance. Now that acceptance has happened, yeah, the channel of mercy and the Bhagavata has accepted us. However we are, whatever our understanding is, it is enough. Whatever our understanding is as of that, maybe I have this vague idea of this is the channel of mercy. Maybe I have this vague idea of maybe this is the Bhagavata. Just Srila Prabhupada only for now, because I cannot relate to. Totally fine. It does not matter. What is our understanding? वो सब नहीं है. As long as the mercy is flowing, the channel has to set up होना है. The details of the channel will come later. Channel has to set up होना है. That is Varana Dasa. That is minimal understanding. यहाँ से हो रहा है. So I am Tavai Vasmi to this channel of mercy. I don't know the details of the channels of the mercy. I don't know the details of whoever that specific Bhagavata is. I think this is Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada's family. Yeah. No problem. Don't have to struggle with it. It just gets clear, more and more clear down the road anyway. This is nothing to be struggled with. Yes, sir? That is general understanding of Varana Dasa. But when it gets really more clear, we will clearly see the specifics of this, the personalities and everything. Because it is getting closer to Sakir Anugatya Seva of Smarana. Okay. After Varana, now that the Bhagavata has accepted, Bhagavata within has accepted, that Bhagavata, that Sri Guru will give darshan.
Okay.
We haven't had the darshan of our Gurus yet. We are only seeing the mortal frames. We are trying to understand Guru Tattva like that. We are just hearing now. But in that state, after accepting the Sat Sishya, in Varana Dasa, acceptance हो गया. अब तो सेवा देना है ना. That is Sakir Anugatya Seva happens in Smarana Dasa. Then, what is the Anga that is taking us from Shravana to Varana to Smarana?
Sravana.
Shravana. And Shravana. And Shravana. And Shravana. And Shravana. By this time, we realize that Hare Krishna Mahamantra is just not a sound. Because we are already giving so much importance to Shravanam. Shabda Brahman. Our bhajan will be at least Namavasa. By this time. Without putting any separate effort. Just giving that significance to Shravanam. And Kramashuddhi Shravana Dasa like that. So that's, with that, the same Shravanam will take us to the Smarana Dasa. That's when Nama means Smarana. Hare Krishna means the japa is happening at least in Madhyama and maybe Pashyanti. No, Smarana is Pashyanti. Past Madhyama. Smarana is Pashyanti. Smaranavastha. Smaranavastha is the start of Asakti next to Bhava. What stage is that? Remember again what we heard? The answer. Can this happen in the lifetime? That question was, can Bhava happen in the lifetime? That was the question. We are just hearing about Smaranavastha. We already have an answer for Bhava. Where? One merciful glance of Bhava. And how do we know that we have received it? It depends upon if I understand that answer as something that is already happening to me. I will not repeat it. Okay? So this is Smaranavastha. Next is BhavApanna dasa. I don't want to say next. Very soon is BhavApanna dasa. When Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, in few days, the Nama will reveal Rupa Guna Leela, literally few days. We haven't heard the stories of Mahabhagavatas in ISKCON and their realizations and their japa. That's why we think everything is in the Disney world. Their realizations of those Mahabhagavatas, their katha is literally like whatever Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was saying. In very few days. ऐसा होता है. Yeah? That is Smarana dasa to BhavApanna dasa. BhavApanna dasa is, we already know what the Swarupa is within and what mellow. With what mellow are we serving Shyama Sundara Krishna? Can this happen in this lifetime? Yes. What did a sadhu say?
One glance.
One merciful glance of it.
It's already happening.
Yeah, and it's already happening. So, yeah, so that is the next stage. Kabhi hena kripa labhiya ye jana is smarana. It is an inseparable smarana, so internally. Yogyata vichare. I am all just made of your mercy. My Siddha Deha is here. And all this spiritual body is just made of your mercy. Yogyata vichare kichu nahi paye tomara karuna sara.
योग्यता विचारे किछु नहीं पाए तुम्हारा करुणा सारा.
This is not simply mercy. Very addicting love है इसमें. This is not general mercy. Mercies में भी mellows होता है. Yeah? When we are merciful to a beggar, okay, दे दिया, $1 million check दे दिया, oh, beggar is very happy. That's one kind of mercy. But this yogyata vichara kichu nahi paye. It is mercy can almost be replaced with love. Can mercy be replaced with love? That's what happens in raga. In sadhana bhakti we understand what mercy means. But in raga bhakti, what Vrajavasis are getting from Krishna is not simply mercy. So this spiritual body that is from the holy name by Shri Guru, that is fully filled with the love, not just mercy. This is past Raga Bhakti. Love of who? Bhagavan? Love of Shri Guru. Just the body is made of that. That's why Karuna na hoile, khandiya khandiya, prana na rakhibo ara.
Karuna na hoile, khandiya khandiya, prana na rakhibo ara.
This is past this mortal frame, day and night. Nothing really matters at this stage. But the addiction हुआ, loving addiction हुआ, spiritual body है ना, like His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Nothing matters to him. Tube चला रहा है, ठीक है. CPR resuscitation, ठीक है. Whatever, this body, ठीक है. Because his Maharaj is addicted inside. Is this possible in this lifetime? देख रहे हैं ना. WhatsApp messages we see it, right? What is going on with that Bhagavata inside? Living life example, yeah, that we could relate to. Can this happen in ISKCON with whatever is given to us by Srila Prabhupada? Living testimony hai na? Yogyata vichare kichu nahi paaye tomara karuna sara.
योग्यता विचारे किछु नहीं पाए तुम्हारा करुणा सारा.
करुणा न होइले खंडिया खंडिया प्राण न रखिबो हारा.
करुणा ना होइले खंडिया खंडिया प्राणा ना राखिबो आरा.
Such a beautiful state hai. All our acharyas also, when we hear their charita, here generally our fear is about our life and body. But this state is, this fear, body, life is like a mustard seed. That's not even care. There's so much in the seva, in the loving seva inside. They're in the spiritual realm. Hey, body है तो okay, कुछ करना है तो okay. If it deserves some service, you do whatever you want to do with this body. ठीक है? And then the loving service is going on here. ऐसा है. You know, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, in the WhatsApp message, it says, intubation, weaning from the intubation, it means there was already resuscitation that was done. It is just a transition from the mortal frame. There is nothing more in this mortal body that can happen than what Maharaj is going through there. It's not just IV needles, it's not just the dialysis, it's not just the pain. When we are talking about intubation and resuscitation means soul is ready to quit the mortal frame. That's the final thing. And during those moments, Maharaj, when the sedation is coming down, the tube is inside the throat. Tube is inside the throat. Maharaj is not able to breathe on his own. Machine is breathing for him. You know what it feels like, tube inside the throat? It can actually be a deadly experience. For somebody, they don't know, they're going to panic. But Maharaj's body is transcendental. And he has already gone through this journey. This doesn't bother Maharaj. Tube inside the throat. And he knows that the machine is breathing for his body. Like Srila Prabhupada, when he looked at his body before he was quitting, he looked at the body and he says, this body is not fit for service anymore. When Prabhupada was saying that, he was actually going through the bone pain. It's not that he didn't have pain, not the skin pain, not the tissue pain beneath the skin. Bone pain. Bone pain is big time pain. Acharya could say that while going through the bone pain, he could say, this body is not fit for the service. Simultaneously, kya ho raha hai? Seva is happening. Srimad Bhagavatam translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is during the transition. What is happening inside? They are so lovingly situated in their seva in the Siddha Deha. That's why the Vani of Srila Prabhupada is not ordinary Vani. It is coming from that plane. That's why the potency. Asa. So, tube inside the throat is, and on top of that, the heart is not beating on its own. A machine is beating for the heart. So in other words, if we turn off that switch and this switch, shut off. I saw that. Maharaj is aware of all these things. Ki, this body, machine is breathing for that body, and Maharaj thinking, okay, this body needs the machine, and the doctors have connected the machine to these lungs. So these lungs can breathe. And the doctors are taking care of that heart. Okay. So all of them, they are trying to do their best so this body can be alive. So I can serve Srila Prabhupada and Gauranga. So I'm very thankful to all of them that they're doing all this for this body. So this body can be of some service. Yeah? Prabhupada, Gauranga, please bless all of them. Like Hadas Thakur. This is a potency of bhakti. Potency of Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy coming through Srila Prabhupada. We see the example. Now, is there a question? Can something happen or not, whatever the acharyas are speaking? Can that happen to this soul, this lifetime? Are there questions of that sort now? So this is the descending mercy. That is BhavApanna dasa. Spiritual form very well inside. Prabhu, that should be your prayerful goal, Prabhu. That's what Guru Maharaj is in now, with his spiritual body inside, fixed in his seva, so lovingly. You're asking what should be my goal, Mataji? Aapko? When Guru Maharaj is there like that, why not we, when we take shelter of him? And he will give us everything that we need to hear to get there. Sravan, Sravan, Sravan. So whatever you are hearing, see that as mercy of Guru Maharaj. He cannot speak now because of the throat there. But he can do aveshya into the devotees that can speak. He can do, because they are very merciful. So that's how we get the mercy, Prabhu. So you asked what is the goal. You know who is occupying your heart, who has given you the mercy. And please see that this is all the mercy from there. That's all. Everything will happen because they are merciful. You were just asking about Shravana Dasa, Prabhu. Abuto aap. You have to find out. You have to look for in Shravanam, how can I get to BhavApanna dasa? That is your goal and purpose. Ahar Nisha, day and night. How can that BhavApanna dasa happen to me? That is your search, Prabhu. Okay, you please find out. Wherever you get it, you get it. BhavApanna dasa. That's all. And after that, Prema is when Bhagavan says, okay, now please quit this mortal frame. I want to have pastimes with you in Bhauma Vrindavan. Then Prema and then Vasta Siddhi will happen. Gurudev, Kripa se Bindu diya, Koro yindase, Trinape khatina.
Gurudev, Kripa Bindu diya, Koro yindase, Trinape khatina.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
Last time, Vishram Ghat, Mathura, and the last one was Madhuvan. No going wrong. Madhuvan. The devotees really changed the stali from a karma kandi to a punya kshetra. No, bhakti kshetra. It was Yamaraja stali something. We said no, nothing doing here, Madhuvan hai. So that if you didn't know, again I'm just getting to know. I didn't know. You know the way that was leading us as we entered